I'm Daniel Durigiola. I am the third generation owner of Venetian Meats here in Hamilton, Ontario. My grandfather, who started the business, had these recipes that we brought from Italy from when we started in 1954, so over 72 years now. Most people get pre-blended units. What's really unique about Venetian is we're actually back there kind of blending everything by hand. Our product is very similar to what you would find in Italy. So it's aged a little bit slower. It takes a longer time to come out of the drying rooms and aging rooms. However, I think that you see that representation in the quality and the taste of the product when we're a little bit easier and slower on the process.
So in here we have all of our whole muscle products. We have on the left pancetta. In the middle here on the screens is our prosciuttini. We have items like whole muscle products like guanciale and coppa. And you can see here, all these drying rooms here are designed in Italy. The best manufacturers come from Italy. So you have on the side, you have these cones. Airflow will come down and recirculate up into the center through the return ducts. And everything here is controlled by humidity and temperature and airspeed. So we cook all of our pepperoni in here, our capicolo. We also cook or heat treat our pepperoni. The heat treated pepperoni that we produce is manufactured for Molineros. They're a company in Mississauga that makes the pizzas for Costco. So our pepperoni goes on that pizza. And so we're very proud of that.
Our meats are retailed all across Canada. I'd say 90% of the business is through Canada, Ontario, everywhere through the whole country, through distributors and direct through our retailers. Venetian has a proud name in people's homes based on quality. And they look at consistency in the packaging, the product, how dry it is, the presentation of it.
Most of these items you'll see in the retailers. A lot of them are snacking items too, or smaller chubs, which is really popular, which is our cacciatorinis. These are a great little snack. Our biggest seller right now is our cacciatori. This is a dried sausage. This is one of our biggest sellers. Also, you can see that this is in the shrink film from Duropac. And you can see there's not as much packaging as, let's say, something like our pepperoni here, where you have all the excess packaging on the top. So it's a little bit cleaner looking there, a lot cleaner actually looking.
Once the product leaves our facility, there's nothing more we could do. It's handled by the store, so we have to make sure that when it leaves in this state, it's perfectly in the way that we left it when they receive it as well. So that's important to have a very secure, good packaging. So Duropac provides all of our film, the shrink film, they provide our bags, and they also provide printed film and some of our back film as well. This is a really beautiful film here. It's a pre-printed film, and we've had a lot of success with this. We used to do labels. We just found out that the pre-printed film was a lot more efficient in packaging, and also it's always nice and square. So we found that pre-printed film is a little more accurate like that, and also a little bit quicker too. It's more efficient. We're really happy with the way everything has come out with Duropac, and also we get a really good seal with this too. We also have this in the black backing, which is what we're transitioning all of our diced pancetta over to. And I just wanted to show you the difference in the look of the package versus the clear backing. As you can see here, you don't see as much smearing. As a clear backing, you'll see a lot of smearing here. And also what's great is the product pops a little bit more because it's a contrast between the white and the black as well. So this is something that we're going to be rolling out with all of our diced pancetta going forward. The packaging and the seal of packaging is very important. If you have leakers on packaging, you'll get a lot of that salt coming back out. So we'll see like something like this is obviously very packed very well. And also we noticed that on the new shrink film that we're using from Duropac, that the seal is very tight, and we have a very nice uniform product. This is done in a bag, and you can see there's a lot of excess film here, right? And then here in this packaging is actually done with the shrink film. And you can see there's a lot less plastic that's being used here. And we saved about 30% of plastic use on this actual product and these items. The shrink film, no one else is doing it. So they were here with us, and we were together kind of figuring out the different settings and how the package should look. And so that was very helpful as well. They actually come here and they're working with us physically, not just, here's the film and figure it out. So they're very helpful that way as well. If you're launching something new in Costco, for example, You might not be able to, with some of the other suppliers, hit a minimum order quantity. So Duropac has accommodated us there. That's been very helpful. They're also really good in terms of responsiveness. Let's say we need a sample on something, they can get something to me in half the amount of time as some of the other suppliers, which is really helpful to be able to us to go to market quicker with a product. So those things we find as a really big benefit with working with Duropac.
My name is Brian Buser, and I'm the Director of Strategic Growth and Business Development at Duropac. We knew them before they moved to the new building of the big expansion. I remember talking to Daniel's dad and Mark's dad a long time ago when they had a much smaller outfit. Personally, I thought Venetian was going to grow just because of the product and the taste profile of the product. And I thought, if there's a winner, you work with them, despite them being small, and lo and behold, they've become a national brand today, and we're happy to partake in their growth. There's a point where innovation had to come in, and we co-created a product called FS Shrinkable Film that we saw would be applicable to their highest mover, Cacciatore and Cacciatorini. And this product is a precise combination of regular roll stock, thermoforming film, and shrinkable film. And with that, you get a tighter fit package. And we reached out to Daniel and Mark and we engaged them. And they were kind enough to let us test the product initially with no commitment, just to see what the numbers would look like. And this is a very laborious product where you needed about 10 people to individually pack this product with all the handling and possible cross-contamination. You eliminated 9 people and you can easily pack product in this FS film today, just one person. That labor reduction allowed them to reallocate that staff to do other product and help with expansion. The labor savings they're getting today, the tight looking package, the sustainable side, the 30% reduction in plastic is a great achievement between us working together, and we're hoping to achieve more in the future with innovative packaging.
As you can see here, this is the shrink bag operation. There's 3 operators loading the product inside the shrink bags. Super manual process. As you can imagine, the Cacciatorini is a much smaller product with a smaller form factor. Imagine trying to do 1 million of those a year by hand, loading it and then putting it in this double vacuum chamber machine. Lots of labor. Prior to the FS shrinkable film, we had 10 people around here and the table was extended all the way there. And 5 people on this side, 5 people on the other side, loading little bags all day, as opposed to using the machine there, the automatic thermoforming machine, where you can load just 2 people, one on either side, or just 1 person, because it's really quick, and the savings there in terms of labor was significant. Venetian Meats engaged Duropac to help them improve the printing quality, because the initial print they had was really difficult to see the printed product. We helped them by improving the print with our graphic designer. It's a service we offer a lot of our customers gratis, meaning it's free for us to help you improve your artwork. What we did here is we made the inks opaque and increased the opacity of the inks, and there's a metallic ink here which really makes the product pop. A really successful product for Venetian Meats, and the print quality really makes the product pop.
So right here we're packing our pepperoni. It's our retail pack. It's about 175 grams. And right now they're weighing everything on these scoops, and they put it on a scale and they're depositing them in these pockets. This film is the film that we use from Duropac. We're able to deposit them right in here by hand versus the bag process where you're putting them in a bag and then vacuum packing them.
The pepperoni pieces there, they require MAP, which is modified atmosphere, and semi-rigid gives it a rigid bottom to protect the product from bulking, and presents really well in the shelf.
There you go. What a perfect seal that is. Nice cut. And you press on it to make sure it hasn't blown. And you can see that the seal is very strong. That's perfect. And also here in the corner, we have our easy peel. Very easy for the consumer to pick up and open that.
This is a lower volume product today, and it's a launch. As the volumes increase, we'll be looking at printed film to eliminate some of these manual process, as you can see, because there are inconsistencies in how every label is lying on top of the product, but also the orientation of the label as well is not consistent between the packages. Where printing is going to eliminate that.
Duropac is a one-stop solution for the food industry, specific in the meat, smoked and processed meats and category. We provide not only semi-rigid that is sustainable, it's a monomaterial. We also provide shrink bags that are also sustainable. And also we provide flexible films. For example, for this pepperoni bag, we do provide material that is traditional, but also we provide sustainable materials. In short, Duropac is a one-stop shop for your packaging needs, be it shrink bags or be it films.
We're growing very rapidly right now. We have a huge demand for the product. We have a lot of capabilities, and those capabilities are growing. When we opened this facility, we're only probably producing about 1 million kilos a year. We've grown that now to about approximately 3 million kilos a year. With the expansion, it'll allow us to grow about 2.5 to 3 times that amount. So it'll be a huge improvement, and will allow us to increase our capacity and enter more markets and introduce more items as well, more products as well. Our partner is going to be Duropac, growing with majority of products you see here is going to be with Duropac. So their business is obviously going to be growing, and that's why we'll probably get some better discounts.